Come quietly and I'll make sure your story gets heard, Jenny.
And Lily Zanuck, who had the faith to give me this wonderful chance.
For millions of movie lovers around the world, the Academy Awards represent the highest honor in cinema. It's the night when the best performances, the best directors, and the best films are supposed to be celebrated. But every now and then, something happens that leaves audiences completely stunned. Sometimes it's an unexpected upset. Sometimes it's a win that sparks outrage across the entire internet. And sometimes it's a decision that people are still arguing about decades later. They changed the conversation about the Oscars forever. So today we're diving into some of the most debated Oscar wins in history, the ones that made audiences pause and say, wait, did that really just happen? 10. Anthony Hopkins upsets Chadwick Boseman. The 2021 Oscars delivered one of the most shocking moments in recent award show history. After the tragic passing of Chadwick Boseman in 2020, many believed his performance in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom would earn him a posthumous Best Actor Oscar. Throughout the entire awards season, Boseman was widely seen as the clear frontrunner. Even the structure of the ceremony hinted at it, as the producers unusually saved the Best Actor award for the very end of the night. But when the envelope was opened, the name announced was Anthony Hopkins for his performance in The Father. The results stunned audiences around the world. While Hopkins delivered an extraordinary performance, many fans felt the moment should have honored Boseman's final and powerful role. Hopkins later acknowledged Boseman in his acceptance message. 9. Will Smith winning Best Actor after the slap. The 2022 Oscars became unforgettable for all the wrong reasons. During the ceremony, comedian Chris Rock made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith while presenting an award. Moments later, nominee Will Smith walked on stage and slapped Rock in front of millions watching worldwide. The room fell into an uncomfortable silence as viewers tried to process what had just happened. Just minutes later, the ceremony continued. Later that same night, Will Smith won the Best Actor Oscar for his role in King Richard. When his name was announced, reactions were mixed. Some applauded his performance, while others felt the incident earlier in the evening overshadowed the win entirely. The moment sparked global debate about accountability, celebrity behavior, and whether the award should have been handled differently. 8. Bohemian Rhapsody winning Best Editing. Bohemian Rhapsody was a massive commercial success and earned several Oscars in 2019. Rami Malek's Best Actor win for portraying Freddie Mercury received praise, but another award raised plenty of eyebrows: Best Film Editing. The editing of the film had already been heavily criticized online. In fact, one particular scene featuring a rapid series of awkward cuts between characters went viral, with many film enthusiasts pointing out how disorienting the editing felt. Critics argued that the film's pacing and structure were inconsistent, making the win surprising to many viewers. However, some defended the decision by pointing out that the production faced major challenges. The original director was replaced during filming, leaving editors to piece together complicated footage under tight deadlines. 7. Kevin Costner winning Best Director over Martin Scorsese. Martin Scorsese is widely regarded as one of the greatest filmmakers in cinema history, yet for many years he went without an Oscar win. One of the most surprising moments came at the 1991 Academy Awards. Scorsese had been nominated for Goodfellas, a crime film that critics and audiences loved. Many believed it was finally his time to win Best Director. But when the winner was announced, the award went to Kevin Costner for Dances with Wolves. While Costner's film was successful and respected, many movie fans felt Goodfellas had a much greater cultural impact. The result left viewers shocked and disappointed. Scorsese would eventually win his first Best Director Oscar years later for The Departed, but for many fans, the Goodfellas loss still feels like a missed opportunity. 6. Cliff Robertson wins Best Actor. To understand this upset, we have to travel back to the 1969 Academy Awards. That year, Peter O'Toole delivered a powerful performance as King Henry II in The Lion in Winter. Many critics believed his performance was strong enough to finally earn him the Best Actor Oscar. Instead, the award went to Cliff Robertson for the film Charlie. In the movie, Robertson played a man with an intellectual disability who undergoes an experimental procedure that increases his intelligence. While his performance impressed voters at the time, the win has since sparked debate among film fans and historians. Some critics later argued that the portrayal relied on stereotypes and didn't age well over time. Meanwhile, Peter O'Toole would become famous for being nominated multiple times without winning, making this loss feel even more dramatic. 5. Shakespeare in Love Beats Saving Private Ryan. The 1999 Oscars produced one of the most controversial Best Picture results ever. Steven Spielberg's Saving Private Ryan was widely considered the favorite to win. The film had earned enormous praise for its realistic and emotional portrayal of World War II. However, when the final envelope was opened, the winner was Shakespeare in Love. The romantic comedy drama shocked audiences by beating the war epic. Many critics later pointed to the aggressive marketing campaign behind the film as a major factor in the outcome. Over the years, the debate has only grown stronger. While Shakespeare in Love remains a charming movie, many people still argue that Saving Private Ryan. 4. Art Carney beats Al Pacino. Al Pacino's portrayal of Michael Corleone in the Godfather series is considered one of the greatest performances in film history. Yet surprisingly, Pacino didn't win an Oscar for the role. In 1975, Pacino was nominated for Best Actor for The Godfather Part 2. Many believed his intense and layered performance made him the clear winner, but the award ultimately went to Art Carney for his role in the comedy drama Harry and Tonto. Carney's performance was heartfelt and well-received. Pacino's performance as Michael Corleone has since become legendary, making the loss feel even more surprising in hindsight. Pacino eventually won an Oscar years later for Scent of a Woman, but fans still debate whether the Academy missed a historic opportunity. 3. Driving Miss Daisy wins Best Picture. When Driving Miss Daisy won Best Picture in 1990, it seemed like a heartwarming and emotional choice. The film tells the story of the evolving relationship between an elderly Jewish woman and her black chauffeur over several decades. However, over time, critics began to reconsider the film's themes. Many argued that the movie treated serious racial issues in a very simplified way. Instead of deeply exploring the complexities of race relations in America, the story focused more on a gentle friendship narrative. This criticism became stronger as other films from that year gained recognition. In particular, Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing, which wasn't even nominated for Best Picture, has since been viewed by many as a more powerful and culturally significant film. 2. Roman Polanski wins